Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Coming up right after this. Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I love the fact he mixes them well. And we'll just see if he's on today. That means he's throwing strikes with all of them, and he'll have a dominant game if he does so.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He will lead this one off today.
Number 7.
And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. Tanaka is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Harold?
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Whew, he is electric. What do you got to do against him? I think you got to attack him early. He's just too overpowering. His stuff is electric. He's got one of those great power arms that we'll talk about for years to come. You got to take it to him before he takes it to you.
Dribbled back toward the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman number 4, Will Myers.
So coming to the plate, Will Myers. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Hit hard on the ground at first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Wow, nice piece of hitting. The ball's on the outside half, and he stayed with it and just shot it to right field. Beautiful.
Number 10, Hunter Renfroe.
In now, Hunter Renfroe, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of it. And there you see Jacoby Ellsbury. He'll lead things off here in the home half of the first.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Batting second, second baseman
Harold Reynolds will be the next to bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. Set to deliver the 0-1. Slice down the left side, but foul.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
And he's back easily. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard down the line. The 0-2 delivery. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. In comes Margot, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. HR, how do they send their fan base home happy here today?
Well, for me in this game, it comes down to runners in scoring position. If you're able to pick up the runners in scoring position, clearly you're going to score runs, right? But there's many ways to do it. Just hit that ground ball up the middle when they're playing back with the runner on third, and before you know it, you've added on, and now you've allowed your pitcher to pitch his game. That's all they need to do.
Rounded down the third baseline, and that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Well, he hit that ball hard right there. I think he got a little bit lucky. If it's at somebody, probably a double play ball instead of a single.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Well, that's a line drive single, but the runner's not going to score. Now, remember, with less than 2 outs, he had to freeze. Hit it a little bit too hard at the wrong guy. He'll take the hit, but no RBI.
Number 77 stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Ready with the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. Now at the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Number 10, Hunter Renfroe.
Into the windup and the pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the home team. I'm looking down there at shortstop, Didi Gregorius. I love how this guy defends. You know, coming to New York and replacing Derek Jeter, that's a lot of pressure. But I knew he could handle it when I had a conversation with Brandon Phillips, and he told me he's got the best hands he played with when he was with the Reds.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yonhervis Solarte. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First inning number 2. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Now another 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Yonhervis Solarte goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Corey Spangenberg.
Corey Spangenberg is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Oh, that was a good-looking slider to hit. He kind of hung him one. When you got a slider right there and it's spinning towards you, that's the one you annihilate.
Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. And he was able just to get enough of it to foul it off.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they go quiet. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Batting 7th, catcher.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch out the fastball, but this was in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
Goodness, 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. Goes the other way. Hit it pretty well, but this will be foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
I like that check swing. He started to offer at the off-speed pitch, but he recognized it and was able to hold up.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that slider must have been low. It's ball 3.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Drilled down the line, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. A dive, and he knocks it down. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. So digging in now, Eric Ibar. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third.
Ibar.
Into the windup and the pitch. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. The 0-1 on its way. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Ellsbury is under it. 1 out.
Batting 8.
Striding into the box, Austin Hedges. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Third inning, no score to this point. Fouled back.
That's a good pitch right there, right on the corner with the fastball. Good job to foul it away with 2 strikes, though.
The next 0-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Number 64 is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0.
Leading off for the All-Stars, pitcher, Masahiro Tanaka.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Renfroe moves over. 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Heading after it is Margot, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number
Riding
4,
in once again,
baseman,
Harold Reynolds. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. And Ivar will make the catch to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 3 innings complete. And we are tied 0-0. Digging in to try it again. Manuel Margot. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Margot.
Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
That's an interesting pitch right there. Let's see if that throws him off a little bit. He's been on a pretty good roll. He can't let it upset him. Just get back in the groove right here.
Bouncer down the line. Foul ball, strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, they haven't had a lot of offense in this game. Right now, though, you got 3 balls here. Maybe this will be the leadoff walk that gets things going for them.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. At the plate, Jose Perella. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Second baseman, Jose Perella.
Splitter swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, they have been really aggressive swinging early in the count, early in this game, and that's twofold. You're either not going to get a high pitch count from the pitcher, which could go against you, or you're going to knock him out. We're coming right after him being aggressive. Right now, I think they're just being aggressive.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he'll make it to third with a triple.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him. So he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
Will Myers comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. And he lays off for ball 1.
Boy, man, I tell you, that looked like a good pitch right there. That looked like that pitch was in the zone. He just missed it. Well, I don't know how he missed that pitch. That ball's in the zone a long time, but he missed it. I guess that happens.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball. With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what?
And they're going to strike first this afternoon as this is down for extra bases. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he is into second base with an RBI double. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Yonhervis Solarte stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Judge. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Well, he's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
The windup and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
We're just not used to seeing him get nothing but base hits. Usually hitting the long ball. You look in that column, it says 2 hits. You're thinking they're extra base hits, but he'll take the singles.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Didi Gregorius stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate, and he's doing that in this game.
Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
And that gets him on the mound. Now at the plate, number 77 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to right field. Renfroe shading to his right. And that's the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Greg Bird, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. But this is a foul ball. Beautiful dive. He's up with it. The throw. One there, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Left side. The throw pulls him off the bag. And the run is in to score from third.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And boy, they're really giving him. Fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, but a poor feed to the pitcher, and they won't get the out at first.
Well, that's a nice infield single, and was he flying down the line or what? But man, you should say, hey, he's smelling that base hit right there. He was digging for that hit.
Now in the box, Masahiro Tanaka. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
There's 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position. I don't care if it's the pitcher or not. He's got to treat him like another hitter. You can't let him beat you here. This is a big at bat.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So 1 run on 3 hits, 1 Padre error, and 3 left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, all tied at 1-1. Stepping up now, Corey Spangenberg. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Fielder, Corey Spangenberg.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Ripped down the line. Boggs gloves it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Eric Ibar.
Here's Eric Ibar now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Hedges.
Stepping into the box, Austin Hedges comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a ball 1-0.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
That's by him for strike 1. 1 run on 3 hits and 2 errors thus far for San Diego. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Set to deal on 2-2. He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a 3rd?
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. digging in once again, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Leading off
He'll
for
go to work
Binghamton,
trying to do something about
center
breaking
fielder,
this 1-1 tie.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Back up the middle. Ibar fields it cleanly. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ready for another
Harold
shot now. Harold
Reynolds.
Reynolds. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch is hit on the ground out to Ibar at short. Fielded cleanly. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
You want to talk about speed? Watch him here on this isolation replay. Is he flying or what? I love how smooth he runs, and he just bursted down the line.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He's running towards second. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as they have taken the lead. It's 3-1.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues. But when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Moving to his left is Ibar. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 77.
Now batting, number 77. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he'll get in there safely.
That ball's right in his wheelhouse. Man, the pitcher got lucky. He hit a screaming line drive. Had he lifted it, he'd be jogging right now for 4.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Hot shot to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead.
When you got that runner at third base, you want to get greedy right there. He just pokes one the opposite way to pick up that runner at third base.
Sanchez.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. Line drive to center field, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Through 5 innings, it's now 4-1. Travis Jankowski will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 16, Travis Jankowski.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Just a tick behind for a strike.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Digging in to try it again, Manuel Margot. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Fouled back. 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Boy, that was filthy right there. That was a great indicator of how well he's throwing the ball. He's going nice in the game, but that pitch was filthy.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Ready for another shot now. Jose Perella, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. And that's taken for strike 1.
Well, that was 2 quick outs right there, getting those guys in front of him, but now the 2-hitter comes to the plate. Right here, you look to either get on base any way you can, hit a gapper, anything, because you want those big boys coming up next. Matt, he's 1 pitch away from striking out the side. Now, that's a shutdown inning. Your team gets your run.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that. Travis Wood enters to do the pitching in the bottom. With the 6th, Ronald Torreyes is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. And this is fouled back and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
And he set down 1 away.
The pitcher, number 19.
Ready once again, Masahiro Tanaka. He bats here with a 3-run lead.
For the pitcher, Tanaka. Number 11, Brett Gardner.
Slow bouncer to the right side, but that one rolls foul. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. And he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there, as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Center fielder, Jacoby
digging in once again,
Ellsbury.
Jacoby Ellsbury. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Pitch out, nothing doing. Runners on first with 1 down. And there he goes towards second. It's short, hit hard. And Ibar can't get to it. It's a base hit.
Well, the hit and run was on right there, and the runner running to second base on the steal. I thought he might go to third base. The ball ended up in the outfield. I guess he didn't feel comfortable. That's why he pulled up.
Harold Reynolds will be the next to bat. And he puts it on the ground to second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Well, if I'm pitching, I got to be shaking my head. That's the last thing I'm thinking, is he's going to hit a ball down and away and handle it as well as he did to get a base hit.
Aaron Judge will stand in again as we flash you back to The middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Grounded back up the middle. A step on the bag for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Ronald Torres is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now.
Number 74. Ronald
Jaime Garcia is on the pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Garcia.
Here's Will Myers.
Leading off for
He's
San
1 for
Diego.
2 in the ball game.
First baseman number 4, Will Myers.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off. That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Ready for another chance?
fielder,
Hunter
number
Renfroe,
10.
1 for 2
Hunter
with a double on his
Renfroe.
line thus far. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Hunter Renfroe is the second out in the 7th inning. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order and against the middle of the order, too.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup. You got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
Again, he sends it out of play.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off. 1-2. 1 run on 3 hits and 2 errors thus far for San Diego. In tight with the slider. 2-2.
This guy's a good hitter. He's seen a lot of pitches already, fouling balls off.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Nothing doing. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw.
Didi Gregorius.
And this will be fouled away. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. The 0-2 once more. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box, number 77. As he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
That's never where you want that changeup to be. Up in the zone, he hangs it. He still got away with it because it's still in the ballpark. That ball is one he hits to the moon usually.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Way in front of a great slider that time. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Hey, I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
And he'll snap one over to first, and the runner will get back standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Now batting, catcher, Gary.
Striding in once again, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Coming to the plate now, Corey Spangenberg. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And that is through into right field for a single. So it's a leadoff knock to start out the inning.
Up next for the Padres, shortstop, Eric Ibar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Left fielder has a beat on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting,
stepping in and ready for another shot, Austin Hedges. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. A high fastball is in there.
That was an interesting pitch, Matt. Look, we're in a double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that hard sinker. Get that ground ball, maybe get a double play. But he didn't throw it. He just threw a fastball. I don't know what he's doing right now, but he got it in there for a strike.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Austin Hedges goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Carlos Asuaje will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. pulled toward right center field. Ellsbury is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Binghamton leads this one 4-1. Buddy Bauman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half. For the 8th.
Number 77, Buddy Bauman.
Ronald Torreyes is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, pitcher, Jaime
Jorge Posada will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Garcia, number 22, Jorge Posada.
Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. Back up the middle. Ibar towards second. He's got it. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Scorched to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 9th inning coming up. Binghamton is on top 4-1. Joaquin Soria comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. And look at this, a bunt attempt to start the 9th. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. On the ground to the left side. Taken in by Gregorius. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Well, it wasn't anything special on that single, but he'll take it. An infield base hit, but to me, it's more the situation. The game's close and it's late, and he did anything he can to get on base. Way to put the ball in play.
Standing in now, Jose Pirela, as it's grounded sharply to first. And this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base.
I will in a second. I'm
digging in.
finishing up
Will
this baseball
Myers.
game.
He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Late that time for a strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Into the box now, Hunter Renfroe. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Good fastball there from Soria. It's 0-1. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. Soria with a chance to finish it. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And that'll do it as he puts the squeeze on that one. And with a whimper there, that will be the final out of the ball game. And the score finishes 4-1 today. So that's a wrap for this afternoon. For Harold, Dan, and the rest of our